welcome back to another family service at home. Hello children, I hope you are all well. Today we are going to do an amazing little story about Genesis in chapter 27. This is about where Jacob becomes very deceitful. But before we get there, I want to explain to you the theme of today's service. We are actually going to be talking about how God is faithful even though life can become very messy. How do we understand what faithful is? Do any of you know? I'll give you a bit of a hint. It's about being trusted. It's about being true. It's about making promises. On deceitfulness is about lying, getting something that you want but in a wrong way, or acting or doing things so you can either gain something, which is what is called trickery. So if we can pause for a moment, and I'd like you to just discuss with your families how things have ever been in your life where you've done something. Have you lied to your sister or your brother or your mother to gain something but in a wrong way? Have a few discussions and tell me what you think. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back again. Today I want to show you a little game. Can you see all the three cups? Now what I want to do is I'm going to place one of these dice under whichever cup. This is quite an easy one to do, so I'll place it under this one. Now I want you to follow it really closely, yeah? You can see it's still there. Follow it. Are you ready? Here we go. Very easy to follow. Are you following? Are you following? Here we go. Can you see where it is? Is it under this one? This one? What have I done? I've tricked you. This type of game is built to deceive and to be trickery. So today, a little bit later on now, we are going to look at the actual story of Jacob and Esau, where Jacob came to his father Isaac and he was very deceitful. And he did something and he gained something, but in a very wrong way. So shortly, you'll be seeing this video and talk. See you later. Take care. God bless.
Hello. Wasn't that an amazing, interesting story we've just watched about a family in the Bible? Can you remember the name of the family? There was the dad, who was called Isaac, the mum, who was called Rebecca, and the twin sons, who were called Esau and Jacob. But for this family, people rather messed up, didn't they? I wonder if you'd like to pause the video now and talk together as a family about the ways sometimes that you mess up, the things you make mistakes about, the things you do that aren't so good in your family. Have a think and then come back to the video. Welcome back. So I wonder, what did you think about? Here are some things I thought about for my family sometimes when we would mess up, and how this family messed up. Some of them lied, some of them got angry, some of them argued, and some cheated on each other. I wonder who's in your family and what's your family like. Here's a picture of my family. This was a little while ago, so I was a bit younger. I've got a brother and a sister, and in that picture I had my mum and my dad. And you know, when we grew up, there were times when we messed up as a family. I used to get really cross with my sister, and sometimes we even lied. You know, every family makes mistakes at times. And the amazing thing is that actually God will forgive those mistakes when we make them. And that's what happened with the family in the Bible. Even though they made the mistakes, God still had a plan for that family. And he was going to bless them with amazingly good things. And for your family too, when you make mistakes, we can say sorry to God and sorry to each other. And you know, when we do that, the good news is that God forgives us. He takes away and forgets all these things that we've done in our families that aren't so good and have been messed up. God says those don't matter anymore. In fact, you can start afresh. God is faithful to his promises, and he will forgive us, and we can start again when we make mistakes. That's really good news, isn't it? So we're going to chat to God now. You might want to just chat in your head. You might want to chat by whispering into your hands. You might even want to get a piece of paper and write your chatting to God. So let's just be very quiet. Let's find a place that's still in our household. You might want to close your eyes, or if you're writing, obviously don't. And first of all, we're going to chat to God and tell him about the good things that we enjoy about being in our family. Chat to God about the things you like doing in your family. And now you might like to chat to God about the times you've made mistakes, the times you've messed up in your family and got things wrong. And then we're going to ask God to forgive us for those times when we've done things that are wrong. And as we do that, we're going to see if we can catch from God what he wants to say back to us. God has now forgiven you. So ask God now, what does he think of you now that he's forgiven you? And see if you can catch from him maybe a picture, maybe a word from the Bible, maybe just a sense inside you of something amazing and what it means to be forgiven. Ask God to show you, what does it mean to be forgiven? It's amazing, isn't it, that God can forgive us. And we're going to sing another song now. So do look down on the page and click on the other screen for our next worship song. Enjoy praising God because you are forgiven.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to have some fun time with a lovely activity to do, which we're going to do is a praise copter. But before, here's my lovely assistant, JJ.
Hello.
Jay, can you just read Psalm 100 verse 5 for me, please?
For the Lord is good, his loving kindness is everlasting, and his faithfulness to all generations.
Wow, there's that amazing word, faithfulness, again. So I would like to challenge you guys for this week to really think and talk with your family and friends, whoever it may be, about faithfulness, about God's faithfulness. And if you can think back of anywhere in any situation you've experienced where God has been so incredibly faithful. And remember, faithfulness is the promises, it's true, it's reliable, and completely trustworthy. Right, let's have some fun. Should we put on some music? Let's put on some music while we're doing this. Right, guys, I hope you can bear with us while we can do this. We're going to do the praise copter. And when we finish with the praise copter, for you guys at home, I want you to take Psalm 100 verse 5 and write any amazing words or even print it out and stick it anywhere on your copter. And we're going to show you how to make it and show you how to launch it. Let's have some fun. Hope you can hear the music. Here we go. Right, take an A4 paper like this, slightly been cut already so it saves time for us. You're going to fold it in half like that. Get your line all the way down, mark it. Then what you're going to unfold it, and then you're going to take the bottom part, fold it up like that, and you're going to end up basically with a cross in the middle, if you can see it, without the lines in the middle at the moment. Then you're going to cut down the middle part to your center point. So cut all the way down there. Remember to ask your parents for help with this. And then here, just at your center point, you're going to measure roughly the thickness of a ruler down and draw a line straight across, which is roughly about 3 centimeters. From this side, you're going to cut in 7 centimeters, and this side 7 centimeters. And I'll show you what we're going to do. Once you've cut it, you can just fold it over like this, and then there's your blade and there's your thing. And at the end, you're going to put a paper clip and you end up with something like this. Now, here comes the fun part, how to launch these things. If I can launch it properly, so don't laugh at me, but you guys are going to have to practice this, okay? So yeah, so basically there's your copter. See if it spins off nicely. Oh, see, my first one didn't work, but I tell you, the more you practice, it'll work. Love you guys and God bless. Take care. Bye.